Hello there everyone, this is XIII speaking from the Swedish PES community, Nordic PES community. Let me introduce myself. I've been running the Nordic PES League before for about 3-4 years, and I've been employed by Konami before that. I'm from Sweden, Helsingborg, Sweden. Live close to Denmark, quite close to Denmark. So yeah, I have strong opinions about PES, and I've always had them, and I've always tried to be involved in the building up before a new game comes out. And I really like PES, especially PES 13 actually. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about my community, and a little bit about PES 14 also. We'll come into that after a little while, and also about manual play and how that affects the gameplay and everything. Okay, so let's start with PES 13 actually. PES 13 is a game which has equaled out a little bit defense versus attack. Defense is better now in PES 13 than it ever was in the PS3 versions, I think, at least. And it's because the games that came out between PES 2008 and PES 2011, they were aimed for a crowd that wanted to score easily, I believe. And maybe it wasn't Konami's intention to have that, but with an easier learning curve of the game, it became that way. Well, at least that's my opinion about it. Because PES has always been about to find that certain space and to put the through ball there and to score a goal. With some sort of skill. And that skill is what rewards you and the feeling that it gives when you score. And that feeling has been lost. Much because of what I think is the simplifying of the controls. How Konami has made it easier for people to put through balls through, to score goals, and especially to score goals in certain ways. It has always been a problem of PES, but it has come up to the surface even more so after the game went from a game that you only played at your house with your friends to a game which you now play online versus everybody else. So when you were playing PES with your friends at your place, you could point out stuff and your friends would maybe feel a little bit guilty about always playing the same way, la 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 la. But online that doesn't exist, so the game becomes really you can see what will happen, how people will play, and there's no variety in the games online. Come on, you go online, you play against Real Madrid. What's the odds of not playing against Real Madrid? Well, you all know that. And so going from that, from automatic play and non-variated play, we come into the issue of playing manual against automatic play. So I just started to play manual play, total manual play. I didn't play manual play before PES 2013 actually, not in the full way that you can in PES 13, and you might have been able to play it like that in the other games like full manual, la la la, but I don't really know if it did show like it does now with the yellow bar popping up for both shots and passes. I don't know if it was like that because I didn't look for it. I always played like maybe 1 or 2 in the automatic settings, and now I come to the conclusion that why did I do that? I get so much more out of the game if I play on manual play, because there's certain actions that does not happen when you play automatic play that does happen when you play manual play. So if I, for example, put a pass through a hard pass in manual play to attacker, for example, then he can put that ball through out on the wing in space with manual play, and it wouldn't be possible to get that flick of the ball in automatic play. And it's also about like small passes, really small passes that you put into a little bit of space, and touches that you do with passing that you can't do with automatic play, because it's just too simplified in the automatic play that some areas of the game does not show, which I think that Konami would like to show. Okay? So, which I think that the game was constructed from the beginning to be manual, and then they added these simplifying automatic things to please the crowd, like to please their customers, la la la, to please the all-around football fan. Okay? So, but I also think that that's a little bit offensive to hardcore PES players like myself, maybe, or players that want to have like, they want to see the kind of football that they see in a game, all the small touches, everything, la 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 la. But okay, so we move on a little bit because 10 minutes on Google, on YouTube, you know. So we move on a little. So what I am expecting with PES 2014 is, of course, the improved physical play of the game, and that would be very, very interesting to see how that works, because PES hasn't been physical. It has almost never been physical. So how as players interact with each other, how they bounce into each other, how they try to go through somebody and does not succeed because they run into body parts, and you know, like the toughness of a defender will really matter now. Hopefully, I don't know, but PES has been a game which starts from the middle between defense and midfield, and that's where the football starts, and then it goes up to goal, and you score, and it's a goal. But it's the defense part has not been there. Has been the goalie there, but the defense has been quite easy to, well, uncontrollable. That's like 2 or 3 stats or something. So that's about it. I hope that will improve in the new game, and that we will see much more actions that you can take in defense. Yeah, that's about it. This is the first podcast from me, Kanicha. You can check out my Twitter, Allsvenskan PES, and if you want, you can add suggestions and I will talk about it, okay? Thanks to all the retweets, especially from the Spanish, from the Spanish people and all other people that I know. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.